So one of the biggest questions I've gotten on my channel over the last few weeks has been character customization and how exactly it's going to work with the introduction of tiered loot for Breakpoint. Well, recently content creators were invited to record early access where we got a closer look at how character customization is going to work, as well as a closer look at what some of those items may be. So in today's video, we'll be going over some of those details thanks to my buddy JorRaptor, who allowed me to use some of his footage he recorded at the event. If you guys want to see every single bit of info he gathered at the event, I will have a link in the description to his video as well as his channel, so you guys can go and check it out. Now, to start things off, in Breakpoint, you will have access to two different types of gear. The kind that gives you stats, which will be equipped in the 5 main slots available in your inventory, that being headwear, handwear, vest, pants, and footwear, which these will ultimately determine your damage output, accuracy, recoil, etc. And now the second type of gear, which will be found under the customization tab rather than your inventory, these gear pieces do not provide any type of stat boost and will simply work as cosmetic items. Some of these specific gear items can be found by taking down raid enemies, exploring the world, Uplay rewards, and even accessing exclusive apps. For those of you who played games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, then you guys are extremely familiar with this system, as it was introduced into the game post-launch, giving players the ability to be max gear but still allowing them to look completely different from everyone else max geared. I know that this was a major confusion within the actual community itself. They didn't really explain this very well, but yes, in essence, you will have two different types of gears that will play out, one as customization and one towards your actual stats itself. I know for a lot of you that are subscribed to me that are Milsim players, you guys were really curious as to how exactly you were going to customize your characters if the only way that you were able to find gear is by traveling around the world and finding it piece by piece. If you guys remember in Wildlands, in order to find the weapons and to find the attachments, it actually labeled it in the actual gunsmith where you had to go to find these specific items. In Breakpoint, the customization gear is going to work in the same exact way. You'll be able to go into the customization tab, be able to see every single piece, and it will tell you exactly where you need to go to unlock that item. Now, a couple of other interesting things to side note about customization is the fact that icons will be making a return to Breakpoint, but they'll be called figures instead. The reason I'm mentioning this is because this time around, unlike in Wildlands, we'll be able to mix and match pieces for all of the figures available. Now, taking a look in the background at some of the ones that were available to JorRaptor, we can see that each of the wolves mini bosses are listed as wearable outfits, as well as the new ghost being introduced. So this is going to be interesting and extremely cool for those of you that really want to mix and match your own sets with items that are exclusive to these NPCs. I know that back when they introduced the Rainbow Six Siege icons in Wildlands, a lot of you really wanted to be able to mix and match the pieces with Blackbeard, and this was something that made a lot of people angry that they weren't able to do. So this is definitely a big community feature that's being added here into the game. Now, another very interesting thing to note is that plenty of footage has been circling around of players not using backpacks, which for the most part, it seems like that is indeed the case. You will now be able to remove your backpack for those of you that requested that in Wildlands for years. So I mean, definitely a lot of information is circling around about customization right now. Obviously, we're going to be getting our hands on with this in the beta tomorrow. Also, keep in mind that you will still be able to choose male or female, change hairstyles, facial hair, scarring, face paint, tattoos, etc. So lots of really cool things to get hands on with tomorrow during the beta, and I can't wait. Honestly, I really hope that this answers any customization questions that you guys had. I tried my best to go over some of the stuff that was asked to me in DMs as well as in previous comments, but if you guys have any other questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. And also make sure to check out JorRaptor's video so you can see the rest of the customization items that he had to show. Once again, I want to give a huge thanks to JorRaptor for allowing me to use his footage. He's honestly a really cool guy. And if any of you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all types of Breakpoint content. As I've said now a billion times, tomorrow is the beta and I will be streaming it either here or on Twitch. I haven't really decided yet, but whichever side I do decide to stream on, I will be letting you guys know over on my Twitter as well as on the community tab here on my YouTube channel. So make sure that you guys go ahead and tune in for that stream tomorrow, as well as the videos that I will have up. But aside from that, that's going to do it for today's video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one.